What's up, everybody? My name is Vincent. Welcome to Cryptolution, where we talk about everything under the moon, the crypto universe. Today is Thursday, August 31st. Now, in today's video, we're going to be talking about 4 different NFT collections, but there's going to be some NFT collections that are on Ethereum and other NFT collections that are on Solana. Now, why am I covering these specific NFT collections? Well, I think that your utility and also in real life benefits really give a unique experience to holders. And also there have been developments within those NFT collections and communities during a bear market that make me feel really confident in the long or even short term of their businesses. Considering that since we're in a bear market, when the bull market does come, these NFT collections and their companies could do really well. So I want to share with you all the information that I've discovered recently while doing my research on these NFT collections, so it's really easy and concise for you to understand. So as always, if you like what you're about to hear and if you like all the content that we have on this channel, please smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, don't forget to join our Patreon page, and most importantly, please be careful with any of the scammers down in the comments below. I will never reach out via WhatsApp, Telegram, direct messaging, or email, so please be careful and invest safely. So guys and girls, let's get right into it. So what are the first collections that we're going to talk about on Ethereum? Well, as you can see here, there's one collection that's really standing out for me, and that is Clone-X, because it is up 8% over the past 24 hours and up 26% over the past 7 days. Now that is a good percentage average considering that it's on the top 4 listings in terms of NFTs over the past 7 days. So let's look into the actual floor. Right now, the cheapest cost is around 1.4 Ethereum. And again, let's look at the overall sales. How many sales have happened recently? Well, there's been 2 sales within the past hour, and within 3 sales within the past 2 hours, and so forth, so on. So you can go ahead and check that data out if you want on Blur. But what are they building? So if you go over here, I think that Clone-X, their community is a lot of great visual artists and graphic designers. So basically these people can take visual storytelling to the next level. A lot of these digital artists like to interpret their NFTs in different shapes and forms. So a lot of people use their own digital artworks of their actual RTFKT or Clone-X avatars and put them into animation studios or animation reels or even like movement images for PFP projects. It's pretty crazy. I love their digital artist community. But also let's talk about the in real life benefits, such as their shoe. So the shoes between Clone-X and Nike have been growing quite substantially during this bear market. And as you can see, just based on this video, it looks like a concept video, but it's not. A lot of the videos that they do release end up being actually executed. So one of those things is like this. So we have the co-founder, his name is Zaptio of Clone-X, and right now he's revealing the shoe itself. So as you saw that trailer previously, it was just what looked like a concept trailer, but here it's showing you the shoe design that's actually being performed. Now what I'm seeing here is that right now you can use these shoes and you can actually connect an app to it as well. Why? Because in the app that you download on your phone, you can change the lighting on your shoe, and it'll show it right here in just a couple seconds. So say for instance, he's hitting his shoe, tapping the light on, but also he can adjust the lighting and adjust many other different assets within the shoe itself, making it interactive. So as you can see, he's comparing it to the Marty McFly shoe, which is also a great treasure within Nike, but he's comparing that these unique items are pretty much similar in that way. So again, holding one of these Clone-X NFTs gives you exposure to these as well. It doesn't just stop there, because they also had a suitcase that was recently released. Now this cabin luggage is something that you could obtain while owning a Clone-X. I'm sure there's a lot more to this. I haven't done enough research regarding how you can obtain one, but once you get this Clone-X luggage, you can literally take your phone, scan your luggage, and this robot will come out of that luggage. And I've seen people across their Twitter pretty much traveling with this bag across the world, and also some images within the TSA being like, what is this bag, and like opening it up. It's actually quite funny to see that experience. So I just wanted to share that with everybody around Clone-X, because right now with its 1.4 Ethereum floor price, it's not a bad idea because it's pretty affordable compared to most NFT collections. You must be wondering, what do I mean? If you go back to the Blur collections of the top traded collections within the past day, you can see that's really up there compared to Mutant Apes, DeGods, and Bored Apes. And right now it's the most affordable cost of entry because each one is above that price. 4 Ethereum, 5 Ethereum, 28 Ethereum. And also everything below is pretty expensive as well. So right now, I definitely think Clone-X is definitely one of those blue chip collections that could definitely return in the bull market. Now, let's talk about the next Ethereum NFT collection, and that's going to be Moonbirds. Now, a lot of controversy around Moonbirds has stirred ever since its all-time high price of around 20 Ethereum. So a lot of holders have been pretty upset with the huge decrease in floor price ever since then. Literally from going over 20 Ethereum to its current floor price of around 1.3 Ethereum. But you're wondering, like, why would I bring up this collection if this collection has been down so bad? Now, when you go back to Blur's top traded collections, Moonbirds is actually up there with Other D, which is a land sale for the Other Side Metaverse within Bored Ape Yacht Club or Yuga Labs. But Moonbirds is still holding many transaction volumes. Again, up 11% over the past 7 days, up 6% over the past 24 hours. So keep that in mind. I don't think this community is going anywhere. You must be wondering, what are they building? Well, right now they have something that they announced recently, which was just 2 days ago, and that's regarding this. Now, this is what we call a squiggle. Now, some Moonbird holders were airdropped or found a squiggle background, and they were given the opportunity to change their background. Now, if you don't know, Moonbirds was originally created off-chain. Now, the reason it was created off-chain is because they wanted to allow future on-chain upgrades to happen if that were the case. But lately, they did something recently where they can actually do something on-chain. So basically, they take the collection and they put things on-chain so that it can create new layers that wouldn't cost a lot. So here's an example. So the founders are trying to find a way to put these NFTs on-chain rather than off-chain, but it would have cost 75 Ethereum or more. And they were trying to figure out a way to decrease that change, to make it so that all the layers can be reduced to a smaller price, which they did for a whopping 0.37 Ethereum. So they reduced it from like literally over 75 Ethereum, reduce it down to 0.37. And that's because they use bitmaps instead of SVGs. So that way it would further decrease the external dependency, which is really cool. And in regards to that, you can get different backgrounds on that. You get Starlight, Proof Collective, Day One, Grails, and so forth, so on. We have X right here. And again, it's because they've seen other people use on-chain processing. And you can see that right now, Cyberbrokers did that. We have On-Chain Monkey. We also have Nouns, really well-known figures. So again, keep in mind, there is a video clip out there from the team if you want to watch it. It's on their Twitter page, and they absolutely talk about how this was kind of a revolutionary thing for themselves to have discovered. And again, this video is actually for people who don't know anything about Moonbirds and who haven't had exposure. And I think that right now, if you want to have exposure to this collection, this is the best time to get into it if you want to know. And it's because right now, the Moonbirds team has formed and had meetings with Hollywood partnerships. Say, for instance, RealFX, who's created different animated film reels. So I think sooner or later, we're going to see Moonbirds being taken to the big screen, maybe even on Netflix, say, for instance. The fact that they're meeting people at RealFX that have, co-produced films such as, The Book of Life with Guillermo del Toro or Monkey King that was on Netflix, who knows if Moonbirds is going to be the next new actual Netflix film, which would be absolutely crazy. Now, another thing I want to share with you, I think, is if you can't find anything affordable within Moonbirds, maybe you want to look into the Moonbirds Mythics because it's actually a cheaper price point. Now, I think there's going to be more than 3,000 of these because, again, not everybody has claimed their Moonbird Mythics who are holders of Moonbirds, but right now the floor price is around 0.12 Ethereum, which is a much affordable price on OpenSea. And again, a lot of different trades here, but you can find some really great grails here that I think are really great steals. So you just got to find the right ones. So if I were going to suggest looking for the best tool to find the best mythic, I would go over here to status and click on listed. Then after that, you want to go over to here that says most rare. And this will allow you to understand which one is the most rarest NFTs out of the collection that are listed thus far. So keep that in mind. This is a secret tool, and I think Moonbird Mythics and Moonbirds are absolutely undervalued. Now let's go ahead and talk about Solana NFTs now that you've waited this long. Now there are only 2 Solana NFT collections that are on my radar right now, and these are collections that are on Magic Eden. So the first collection I'm going to talk about is Claynosaurz, or Claynosaurz is the right pronunciation. Now these NFTs are animated, and I definitely think they have a lot of promise in later on future because they are pretty much an animated series waiting to happen. So right now it comes from a legit animation studio, and a lot of these NFTs have been created to give holders a really unique experience with PFP collections. If you don't know what that means, like say for instance, you can just switch out of these NFTs and this would be your PFP. Now, if we look at the animation itself, they've consistently been delivering during bear market, giving holders really great experiences with their avatars. And right now, they're even on a Formula One car as a contestant to be possibly featured on the F1 Williams car. And also we got to keep in mind that people have been accumulating these things like crazy. Like this person, I think, owns 100 of these NFTs. I'm not so sure. But again, people have been accumulating these things non-stop. Now, if we look at the upcoming things such as artwork and new NFTs, they had this leak on August 19th. I don't know what this means, but they have different roles such as Defender, Warrior, Mender, and Mystic. And these are the artwork upgrades here. And these are concept designs, but again, their concept designs usually get delivered within a certain amount of time, and they look absolutely gorgeous in my opinion. So with the floor price being pretty affordable, hovering around, I say around 35 Ethereum, it's not a bad entry. I mean, personally for me, I like looking at the T-Rexes, and some people like to collect one of each of the species, and they have to like match their colors and schemes. So I definitely think this is something that I wouldn't sleep on, and a community that's absolutely hasn't gone anywhere. So let's talk about the last NFT collection, and also the last NFT collection on Solana, and that is regarding OKBears. Now, OKBears has taken a dip in its floor price, around 29 Ethereum, when it used to be around 40 Ethereum not too long ago. But there's a reason why I think this should be on your radar, because these NFTs have something coming up pretty soon. Now, there are some NFTs I think are really great steals. Like say for instance, if I go over to the eyes, I would look for the robot eyes, because right now robot eyes are pretty affordable. Like look at some of these people who have actually decided to liquidate their positions. Some who bought theirs at around 50 Ethereum or higher are literally selling theirs for literally almost half off, like such as this green one that he bought for around 81 Solana, now selling for half of that, around 47 Solana. Now, let's go ahead and go into the details. Now, recently made some tweets secretly hinting at another collection. And as you can see here, this is one of those videos. What I love about OKBears is their narrative. They consistently always tell a story, even during a bear market. And OKBears is perfect for a bear market and could return in the bull market. And they have partnerships with IMG, which is an advertising agency, positioning themselves possibly with clothing, advertising, whatever it may be. They are well positioned with the right partners. So they came out with this tweet about the second collection, and I wondered what it was. And then they came out with more tweets, such as this image with this little guy in the back of the backpack, and this little metaverse city I think is going to come up very soon. We don't know, but these are hints. And then more tweets started to come out, and that's regarding this, decimals. Now decimals, we don't know what it is, but it features this OKBears character, and we've seen this before, this OKBears before on another trailer, and right now it's hinting on some other NFT collection that could pay tribute to OKBears, or maybe have some utility to help the OKBears collection. From what I know now, I think this could be on Solana, we don't know, or it could be on Ethereum, but maybe it's on Solana. Decimals is the name of the collection. I'm keeping my eye out on it, and this is another thing, another leak, which is another video just hinting on what could this be. There are no hints of what decimals are going to be, but right now I think that OKBears is a great steal in my opinion for that price. In fact, OKBears, if you look on the Solana NFT Inspect, it's the leading community in terms of all NFTs on Solana. I don't really count Boogles as much. I think OKBears has exceeded much more of the other NFTs such as Solana Monkey Business and Cats on Crack, or also known as Cats. So really, these collections are absolutely phenomenal, and their community is super strong as of today. So let me know your thoughts down below, how you feel about the two NFT collections that we talked about on Ethereum. How do you feel about Claynosaurz and their in real life products, such as their shoes and their partnerships with Nike, and also their luggages that have been created to give you an in real life experience? But what do you think about Moonbirds going from an off-chain to an on-chain world that allows you to change things on a different layer with a cheap, affordable price around 0.35 Ethereum? And also about their Moonbird mythics. How do you feel about the artwork? Do you think it's a great steal? And what about Claynosaurz? Do you think they have a promising future in the animation world? Do you think a TV show could come out very soon? Do you think they're going to have partnerships? Do you think this could be on TV someday? Because if that's the case, maybe you could follow the road of Pudgy Penguins, literally catering to a younger audience. And what about OKBears? How do you feel about OKBears and their NFT literally being at an affordable floor price, and also their future collection around decimals? Where I cannot wait to hear your comments down below. And then again, if you have any other NFT collections we should cover on the channel, I would love to hear it in the comments down below, and I cannot wait to read them. So with that said, be sure to like the button, subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to join our Patreon page if you want to receive alpha calls on both buy and sell orders on both NFTs and cryptocurrencies. Until then, I'll see you guys and girls next time.